Hello and welcome to Daily Ad Brief. My name is Greg Kirkham, and this is Marketing and Beyond. Today I'm interviewing Philip Hill from Purebred Marketing. Philip, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
So, you're the CEO of Purebred Marketing. You're an e commerce based agency, and you work with your clients to grow their businesses and get more business. I hope I didn't miss anything.
That pretty much covers it. Yeah, we work with direct to consumer brands trying to drive the most profitable revenue channels. So mostly organic channels for them for growth.
That's fantastic. Um, so, Philip, tell us a little bit more about what you offer to your clients and what drove your decision to niching down your services to e-commerce.
Yeah. So my background was primarily e-commerce. I had my own e-commerce companies, and I had another company that wasn't truly e-commerce but revolved around lead generation. And what I realized is like marketing is really my forte, and just always kind of had a knack for it. And realizing that there's this whole industry that if you have a good product, good customer service, your shipping's taken care of, which all of those things can be outsourced fairly easily. Product, obviously, you have to work product development, but the marketing is what drives all the growth there. There's no handoff of leads and sales processes and sales cycles, which our business has, but the companies we work with don't have that. It was just made a lot of sense to me, and I just kind of got it quickly. And so from there, the agency really grew out of people seeing the success that we were having with
Mm.
other brands that we were growing ourselves. And so people reaching out, started as helping friends and family. Once they started referring people to us, or to us, it was really to me like, hey, you need to talk to this guy. It just was so I was putting in so much time. It kind of started as consulting and then turned into a true agency model like 5 years ago, or just over 5 years ago. And then we were still fairly generalist until the beginning of COVID. And
Mm.
e-commerce was our biggest area of expertise, but we lost like all of our brick and mortar business immediately. And so that's where
Mm.
we really pivoted and just niched down to what we already did best in the industry that hadn't gotten hit that hard. Or really took off, not just didn't get hit hard, but was, blowing up, which was e-commerce. And to specify, we don't do anything with Amazon, any of the marketplaces. We really work with direct to consumer brands. A lot of our brands sell in those marketplaces, but our focus is, driving traffic and revenue through brands' websites.
Yeah, really focusing more on the brand's website as well as formulating the customer journey. It sounds like to be
That's
able to
right.
lead them toward the purchase for your
Yep,
clientele.
that's
That's
right.
awesome. Um, Very cool. So, Philip, what would you say is the most critical aspect of marketing within your niche?
Oh, there's so many different components. Trying to nail one down. I think that the messaging on your website, in the copy of your ads, in your emails, whatever it may be, that might stand out above all else. And I don't think I always would have said that as an answer to this question. Um,
Oh, yeah.
what we do, we work with a little bit. I mean, they're still mostly small to mid-sized brands, but they're larger than just like somebody that set up a drop shipping site last week. And so there's a lot more to it than just the messaging that goes in that. But when you look at a lot of these people that are testing three, four, five products at a time, and they're just setting up a landing page and some sort of funnel, most of the time, the creative aspects and the aesthetic aspects aren't that great. And they're selling all
Mm,
based off their messaging and their offer is in that messaging. Um,
wow.
and so, if there were one critical component, I would say really persuasive copywriting and understanding copywriting formulas and sequencing of that copy will stand out. And I think most people think the opposite. Most people think if you have a pretty website, an aesthetically pleasing website, that's sufficient and that you can sell. But I would venture to say that the copy is far more um, persuasive in a customer journey than the aesthetic that goes with it.
Love it. Yeah, definitely. It's more about the experience of the client or the customer versus the simplicity on the company in some ways,
Yeah,
right?
that's exactly right.
Um, Awesome. Well, Philip, it looks like we're just about out of time, but it's been a pleasure having you on the show today. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
If you would like to learn more about Purebred Marketing and what they've been up to, visit dailyadbrief.com.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household-level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.